Hey YouTube, this is my first video on this channel. I decided to make this channel and to start making videos dedicated to my stopping of marijuana. And hopefully these videos inspire someone to stop too. Or maybe someone's going through the same thing and they just need, a little support, or just someone who understands what they're going through. So that's why I made these videos. But I'm just gonna get straight into it. I've been using marijuana since I was about 16, 15, and I'm 23 now. It's been a long time, I've been smoking so long, I really just don't remember. Just the first time I really did it, I don't remember. It's just been so long. I've been using it every day since I was 16. And it finally took me to become 23 to realize that I should stop. And I feel I've been sober for 3 days now. And not only have I stopped using marijuana, but I've stopped watching pornography and masturbating. And I've been doing that since I was about 12 years old. And to just start with the marijuana, I stopped because I realized it wasn't getting me anywhere in life. Like, I just smoked weed to hide the fact that I wasn't where I wanted to be, and I wasn't making any moves to get there. I was only smoking weed. And I never would have stopped either. It really took something to happen to me to make me want to change, to make me want to become a better person. It really took me losing the person that I love, to make me want to stop using marijuana. And I understand that even though I've stopped using it and I'm trying to become a better person, it's not going to make that person come back into my life. I really feel like I lost that person forever. But it made me want to get clean. And so I haven't smoked in 3 days. I checked myself into a rehab for marijuana. And I know that sounds funny because it's just marijuana. You can just quit anytime, or it's not addictive. But I've been trying to quit so long. I always tell myself I'm going to stop and I'm going to quit and I'm going to slow down. And I couldn't do it by myself. And I checked into a rehab, and I've been going there for about 2 days now, and I haven't smoked for about 3. I know I keep saying that, but I'm really proud to hear myself say that. I'm really proud to know that I haven't smoked in 3 days. Just my experiences with the drug is just it's okay. If you can smoke and you can control your habit and you can be successful and you can save your money and you can focus on important things, that's good. You can smoke and you can handle your business, that's great. But some people, such as myself, it's either or. It's either be successful or it's either smoke weed. And I really had to just pick one or the other. And for a long time, I had just been picking weed because I always felt like I just never had what it took to be successful. I never had confidence in myself. I never had drive. I never had motivation. And if you never had these things, then you shouldn't smoke weed because that won't help you get those things. If anything, it'll make it harder for you to be motivated. It'll make it harder for you to be successful. It'll make it harder for you to have drive. Like, you shouldn't use marijuana. A lot of people don't see a problem with it. And I mean, I don't want to just bash it because it ruined my life, but I don't think it's a healthy way to deal with your problems. I don't think it's a healthy way to spend, free time. Just do something constructive. Just do something positive. Do something that's going to benefit you. Don't just smoke weed. Another thing that I stopped doing along with smoking weed, I don't watch pornography and I don't masturbate anymore. And that's a plus. I actually haven't masturbated or watched porn in over 2 weeks now, and I feel great. My energy, I have way more energy now. I'm not tired all the time. Like, I'm not sexually frustrated. I don't find myself being horny at awkward times, when I watched porn and masturbated all the time, I just found myself being horny at times where I shouldn't even be, horny. Like, just anything could trigger me, like something simple, like just a little bit of cleavage be showing or something could just trigger me to just want to just look at porn or want to masturbate. It's not productive. It's not a productive way to spend your time. It's a waste of time, just like smoking weed. With smoking weed, it affected my life in multiple ways. One, I still stay with my mother. I don't have a car. It affected my finances. It affected my life. I became a very unhygienic person. I found myself skipping showers and not brushing my teeth and wearing the same socks and drawers and things like that, only because I just rather get high. I'd rather be high all the time and be lazy instead of being a hygienic person. I didn't really clean my room. I lived in absolute filth only because I was satisfied with being high. Like, you just get high and you come home and you go to sleep. Who cares about a clean house? Who cares about a clean room when you're high? I really had to sit down and I had to ask myself, is this what I wanted? And I realized it's not what I wanted. Another thing being sober has did for me was bring me closer to God. And I know that sounds, weird, but before I really got sober, I was an atheist. And I didn't really believe in a God. I would just get high and watch videos on why evolution is real and why God is a lie and the Bible is a lie. And I just got high and I just watched a bunch of videos and I just filled my head with all this negativity. And it wasn't until I was sober that I finally just come to the realization that there is a God. And it was more than just getting sober that made me realize it was a God. I found myself, right before I really got clean and got sober, I was at a real low point in my life. I found myself becoming suicidally depressed. And I tried to kill myself one night. I tried to slit my wrist. And I just kept cutting and I just kept cutting and I just kept cutting. And the whole time I just didn't see any blood and I wasn't getting through. And I knew I was doing it hard. I knew the razor was sharp, but I just didn't see any blood and I couldn't cut myself. It's like it just wasn't working. And I went to rehab the next day and I told my counselor that, I've been having suicidal thoughts and I've been wanting to kill myself. And my counselor, he's big. He's a big Christian. He loves God. He loves God, and he told me that he tried to kill himself too, and that it made me feel a little better because I understood. Someone understood how I was feeling. And when I tried to kill myself, I heard this voice in my head that said, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And to be honest, I've been hearing voices in my head for a long time. I'm not schizophrenic. I don't suffer from any mental illness. But I hear a little voice in your head, almost like a conscience in my head every now and then telling me to do things, good things, not bad things, good things. And that night I was trying to kill myself, that voice told me, he said, it's not going to work. And the next day, I told myself that was God. That was God stopping me from killing myself because he was telling me I had so much to live for, and I just didn't feel like I had anything to live for. I felt like life was pointless. I felt like I needed to die right now. Like I just didn't deserve to live. I felt like it was no other option. I smoked myself into a depression. I really did. And like I say, it took for the person that I love to leave me to make me want to get clean. And I don't really think it was the reason that I smoked weed is why the person left me. But from me smoking weed, the type of person that it made me was just the type of person that someone couldn't be with. You know, who wants to be with an addict? I loved this person. I loved her so much, and I had to realize that it got to the point where I actually loved the weed more than I loved this person. And because it affected me, like I said, I wasn't very hygienic, I wasn't very sanitary, and that's not attractive. No one finds it attractive. Like I didn't wear nice clothes. I dressed like a bum. I act like a bum, and that's just not attractive. And it's a lifestyle. I'm not saying it's a lifestyle that comes from smoking weed, but if you let weed control your life, that's the only type of lifestyle that you'll ever live. And I told myself that I was done. I'm done. I'm gonna get clean. I'm gonna get sober. I know that it's not gonna bring that person that I love back, that I got clean, that I got sober, but at least I know that I won't lose anyone again because of drugs and addiction.